Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for more Final Fantasy 16. I apologise for the slightly late start. I had to start later today because I had counselling. Excuse me. And also apologies for the lack of stream yesterday. I had to forego streaming yesterday because Fuzz was streaming, and I sort of weighed it up and decided that if I tried to stream at the same time as him I wouldn't get very far. Because I sort of gathered that you lot would all be watching him, so I sort of yielded to him. Anyway, enough of that. So I'm back. I'm going to be sort of multitasking.
Let's find those survivors.
Lunch. I've just maybe sell some sandwiches. So I'll be munching while playing. Let's see here. Did I get far enough in the story to be able to? Oh, I can't actually pull up my map right now. Right, okay. So that means we are actually going to have to progress the story a little bit more before I can get on with these side quests. So what we'll do then, folks, is we'll start tackling these. Well, this next section of the story is second.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
And then once I've got the story section out of the way and I've got free roam again, we'll go ahead and just sort of polish off these optionals and tidy things up a little bit.
They're wearing Waluda armor.
And mind you though, they are only level 20, so... Oh!
Too slow. Nice try.
I still need to back that trophy for taking the boss out without taking damage. It's so difficult. I'm not quite sure how best to go about it.
Nice try.
Time for a Mega Flare, I think. Damn, press the wrong button. Oh well, at least I got to unleash it, kind of. I believe that's all of them. Okay, where are we going from here then? We go up the stairs. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of them. Oh. Good God, this many opponents, I might need to tap into something a little bit more powerful. Oh yeah, definitely going to need something a bit more powerful here. Let's...
Nice try.
Time to rain fire.
Too slow.
Good old Mega Flare. Who's that we've got? Ah, Tuba Gaming. I haven't seen you pop up for a little while now. Welcome. How have you been, buddy?
Royal Army. There's nothing but monsters here.
Dodge game. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean now. I was trying to work out what that comment was referring to for a second. I get what you mean now, yeah. You're referring to the trophy, aren't you? Yeah, I sort of gathered that. I've had a couple of fights now, actually, where I've come close to getting the trophy, and then I've ballsed up my dodging at the last second, and unfortunately I've ended up taking damage, and it's obviously screwed me over at that point, because the trophy states that you must complete the fight without taking damage. Not the easiest trophy to get, I must admit. I might maybe look up some guides at some point and sort of see what people recommend as being the best one to go for to get the trophy.
Too slow.
So carried away with decking in with my special abilities that I forgot to dodge for a second. Down he goes. Oh, that's good. I've got my panther type thing. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I know the one you mean. Gosh, that's actually quite a challenging fight. Mind you though, if you leveled properly and whatnot, I suppose. But then when I did that fight, I didn't have the dodge ring on as well, so that's probably why I found it more challenging. Yeah, that's probably actually quite a good one to go for, thinking about it. It's not a bad idea. I mean, obviously I can't now because I've already killed it, unless I wait till New Game Plus. But whoops, I used that way too early, that's stupid. Getting the hang of using this Mega Flare ability now. Rain fire! I feel like I should be able to make that Mega Flare a lot more powerful at some point, and I've got the points to do so. I need to have a look at the skill sets for it.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Struggling to see the comments in the chat from here, so I'm just gonna quickly pull up my stream on my phone here a second, just so I've got that away. Oh, not the ability I was looking for. Yeah, I started using it after you advised me to use it because it is actually quite good. It does work quite well. Oh, crumbs. I'm going to go into Hulk out with this. Oh. Have I taken any damage yet this fight? I can't remember. If I haven't, I might give it a chance here. Ow! Okay, now I've taken damage. That was a hell of an ability. That was a bad ability to use like those. I think he actually managed to hit you with that. There we go, he's down.
Where the city's leaders
I
gather.
think Mega Flare kind of overwhelmed him a little bit. Where are we going? Oh, through there. Let's grab these a second. Ah, high potion. That's quite helpful. We're probably going to need that if I'm honest.
Where are they? These creatures. Something was reaching down this far. What the hell is going on here?
Oh yeah, that reminds me Tuba. Any tips on how to deal with Svarog? It's an S-rank hunt mission, it's a big dragon. I tried to take him on, I got him below half health but then got screwed over, unfortunately. He's so strong. He's like level 50, and I know I'm under leveled right now, but if there's anything that you would recommend, I'd appreciate it.
Where is your master? What does he want?
Right, okay. Hey, just leveled up again.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Odin.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit one's unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield.
Oh yeah, we'll see about that.
Or not. As long as
Let's see what you've got. I'm about to rain fire on you. Nice. Just learned myself another trophy. Awesome. Ooh. I expected more from the mighty Odin. At least I think he's Odin.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
So I was right, you are Odin. Or the dominant of Odin at least.
Yes! Yes!
Oops, I got just about dodged that in time. Have I actually taken any damage yet? Because if not, then I might actually get the trophy here. Not aware that I've taken any damage.
What is seldom enough? But you're not agreeing. Actually, I wouldn't.
Where is he? Oh. Where is he?
Too slow.
Crikey, that was one hell of an attack. Okay, now I've taken damage. I just see my health bar go down. So. Whoops. Odin, I expected so much more from you. I actually am a little bit disappointed with that fight.
The vessel is strong.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been wondering about getting Shiva's powers, and I've got a horrible feeling I know what's going to happen, and I'm really hoping I'm wrong. I have a real horrible feeling that Shiva's going to die. Well, Jill's going to die, but I'm really hoping I'm wrong.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Go on then, let's have the spoiler.
I expect
Oh, okay.
the boy who bested my Lord Commander.
Then how do we end up with Shiva's powers then? Unless she gifts us a small part of it.
The potential.
Either that or we accidentally nick some of it.
Stop calling me Muthos.
But Muthos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No.
I'll find out soon enough.
My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
Shit.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
So you're Odin. I was fooled. I thought the other one was Odin purely because he said the name Gungnir. Sorry, Gungnir, which I don't know if everybody knows this, but Gungnir was Odin's faithful steed.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry! Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Oh, things are getting interesting.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we're up to, they'd all want a piece. Alright?
And how is he?
Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. You would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking. Put me to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. pouring your gill into the hideaway, and now the ship.
Yeah, it is a good story so far. I'm actually quite enjoying this game.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do
And
it?
to anyone from Square Enix
You got mad or something?
that watches this, I say you've done a great job. And also, no offense when I say this, but you've certainly made up for the screw up that was Final Fantasy 15.
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, a lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's alright, Mid. It's alright, Mid. Jill is fine. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. As long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
Do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship.
See,
I'll
I
speak with Otto.
obviously I know Ultimate Weapon is in this. I'm just wondering if any of the other ones are in it. Like, because obviously in Final Fantasy VII you had your Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond weapon, and in Final Fantasy VIII you had your Omega weapon. So I'm just sort of wondering whether or not any of these other ones are going to pop up. And the last stream, someone mentioned Gilgamesh as well, so we're sort of wondering whether that might be another optional that pops up at some point, because obviously I don't have a clue how far into the story we actually are, because this is my first time playing through it, so I have no idea what else is still to come, or how much further I've got to go.
Right. Gavs.
We have a lot of side questing to do by the looks of it. But at the moment I can't... Oh no, yes I can. Everything's unlocked itself now. Oh, brilliant. Right. So first of all... God. This is why I... Right, let's start by going here a second. Let's polish off this bit a minute. The last time I came here I couldn't do anything because I hadn't progressed enough in the story and it was locking what I was trying to do, which by the looks of it is still locked. Let me just try and see if I can...
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new
wow,
rivals.
I didn't realise you could actually get...
That's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Something tells me I'm still a bit of a ways off from getting that.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Right then. So I'm guessing
Right, Sir Wade.
I'll sort this side quest out a second. Once I've done that, I should be able to talk to her again to hand over what I needed to hand over to her.
Sir Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha.
Not available until New
She tells
Game
me you have
Plus.
plans to free
What?
Eastpool and make it
That
your own.
is ridiculous.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's.
That is
And
so
then there are
typical
the
of
bearers,
Square Enix to
men
put a
and women who
stipulation
found the
like
courage
that
to
in.
flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why
Square
I agreed to
Enix
help you
certainly
win it back.
haven't lost any of their
That's very kind of you.
sadisticness.
I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there, and may victory await our coming.
See, I first learned how sadistic Square Enix were when I played Kingdom Hearts 1. I got to Hollow Bastion, and there's that bit where you're fighting the the wyverns, and you can fall off the edge. That was the point where I realised just how evil they could be. Because whoever came up with that particular part of the game is sadistic as hell.
think you can just walk in here?
Well, actually, yeah, I do think I can just walk in here. What are you going to do about it, boy?
Face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not.
What the hell?
What's that thing? Doesn't matter.
Why is there always a Flan? There we go. Flan dealt with. And irritatingly, I took the smallest amount of damage, which screwed me out of my trophy, but oh well. It is what it is.
More surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Do I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear?
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashak in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again.
Hey, Holly.
Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
Right, so let's fast travel back to Martha's Rest. What do you mean now he says hi?
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. What's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Okay, that's that done. Aha, finally I can...
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Okay, that's him. So for the other one, we need to go to... By the looks of it, we need to go here. Got so much optional stuff popping up now.
Nothing like a little unrest.
There were ghosts at the gates, not Daisy.
Seems that everything here has calmed down now at last, since we were last here.
Things I said before.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
Oh, you disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Joe will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Okay, so that's that done. While we're here, we'll just quickly go and eliminate that.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh, there you are.
You know what you have to... Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike. Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive, and may Griga guide us. All of us.
Right, so where do we need to go? Oh, okay, they're just over there. Okay, it's not too far to go.
To Gotan's Bales, then.
Go ahead and grab
quickly,
those.
before anyone else finds them.
And then we can head to the hideaway and just eliminate that. Trying to mop up as much of these side quests as I can. So many of them have popped up, but that's because I kept getting locked out by the story and couldn't do anything. That was the problem.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster.
A guard
stand
dog?
a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Dog?
Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the
One
woods.
dog I can think
Heaven
of
only
that would
calls it.
spark fear.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you
Could
can.
it be? Could it be Cerberus? Let's find out. We'll fast travel over to here and then run down from there because that's quite a trek. Last time I came down here was when I did one of the optional hunts in one of my videos.
Damn it. Don't tell me I'm too late.
Crikey.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
It's not Cerberus. That's...
This must be the guard dog.
That's
Quentin,
a coral.
I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
That was easy.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice. My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You. You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Idiot. damn fool.
Quinton's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick.
Damn it, don't have time for this.
Quinton! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here! Stay down!
Hell?
Nice try.
God damn bloody hell. Get out of here.
Farewell. I need to get back to Quinton. Quinton! Quinton! Look at me! Vendefounder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinton.
I feel like
Save
that
history.
flood's going to take everywhere
Why?
soon. Right now, everything
All
says
life
to
strove
me
for is
we
gone.
need to evacuate all areas to the
Only
hideaway
emptiness
immediately.
Remains. I have nothing left to live for.
Make our final stand
What are you
there.
on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Okay, that's that dealt with. Just trying to work out what we've got left. So we've got stuff over there. We've got stuff over there. Right, let's go here and deal with this next. So actually it would be quicker fast travelling to here to get to that. So we need to go this way, don't we? Hoping this should be a nice quick easy one to do, because all we've got to do is just slay this thing, whatever it is, and then that's it, job done really. There it is.
Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Too slow. Nice try.
There we go. Is that dealt with? Okay, so with that done, we can head back to here. Hand that in. I can see there's another quest marker there as well, so we'll eliminate that while we're there. Where is he? There he is.
Here's your hide.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, clearly my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do...
Right, how do I get up there to him? Ah, over there. Well, I say him, it could be a her actually, I don't know until I get there.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man the kindness of
Hey up,
brave
BBJ.
the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm sorry I've only just responded to your message. My live chat froze on me for some strange reason. So I've only just seen your message come through. Seems to be functioning all right now, though. Must have been a blip.
Assuming you know your letters. That
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
So where do we need to go? Okay, we don't actually need to go that far. Looks like this is a short distance one, that's helpful.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals.
So we need to go and talk to... Who do we need to talk to? Place my waypoint there, that will guide me to where I need to go. Kind of. It's not you I need. So who do I need to talk to? Oh, it's not someone I need to talk to, it's stones I need to look at apparently. Memorize the Southern Stones inscription, the Northern Stones inscription, and the Eastern Stones inscription. So we're looking for stones now. Where exactly is this stone I'm looking for? Where is it? Oh, upper level, thank you.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bone. That Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
Scully sorts out his arm.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labour. Okay.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So that's one.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
So where are the
I
others?
don't like it.
Nor do I.
Oh, I see now. They're all in. Ah, I see it now. I get it. I get it now. So one of them's over here. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Okay.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
And then the last one is this one over here. Which is Wanderers of the Golden Plains. Lay your roots in stone with pride, recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder? I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Well, I'm glad Clive can memorise it, because I can't memorise all of that. Memory overload for me.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Crud. Sugar, which one was it? Guardians of the Crystal, isn't it? Oh, God. I feel like it was probably this one.
Guardians of the Republic.
The Republic? Are you certain? These...
That can't be right then. Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Oh, that was Wanderers of the Golden Plain.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
It's the middle one.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reached down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Okay, that's that one dealt with. Whew, getting there. Right, let's pick this one off next, and then that just leaves the hideaway where everything else is, basically, and we can basically finish up there.
What's happened? Guards at the gate are right.
Okay, we've got 2 side quests here to deal with.
Pardon me, but would you happen to be a fighter? That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis.
That's a point too, but when do I get hold of Mesomune? So surely that must be coming up soon. Hey up, George.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road. And from there, onward to discovery. Quickly. There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Crap, there's so many side quests.
What I wouldn't give for a hot
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Ah. Fair enough, George. Yeah, Tuba, when do I get the Mesomoon blade?
Are you hurt?
And where from?
Happily not, good sir. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir, Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Right.
All right then. Who's first? You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
Good grief.
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt. And once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. One day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Right, okay, we'll finish that quest off next time, I think. I'm actually going to stop and take a break here because I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed by how many side quests I need to do here. It's burning me out somewhat, and I have been going for about an hour and 3/4, so I'm going to stop for a break now, and I will be back again next Tuesday at 2:30 PM UK time for more Final Fantasy 16. Unless, of course, Fuzzfinger decides to stream. If he streams, then I'll look to get him to redirect me when he's done, in which case I will be streaming slightly later on in the day. Because that's the reason why I didn't stream yesterday, and I couldn't get him to redirect me yesterday because I was at work, unfortunately, so there was nothing I could do. So thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by. If you've liked what you've seen, then please do smash that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to those of you that haven't already. And yeah, I wish you all a pleasant weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Oh, might pop up over the weekend for a Stardew Valley stream. I've got to talk to the co-host, as it were, and see what she wants to do. And also, before I go, I am looking to stream some Dead Space 2 as well at some point soon. I just haven't quite figured out where I want to squeeze it in, so do keep an eye out for that as well. Alright folks, take care, see you all soon.